Okay, one, he's super tanky. Does the energy shield fix all your problems? Yes, it 100% does, for the most part. So, so now, like when we look at the guy, oh well, I'm sorry. What happened? Wait, this isn't mine. Hold on, what did I do? Did I take his points out? I did take his points out. And where did I put them? Oh, I put it right here. I was testing something. So I was trying to test if this actually helped. It helped. It's noticeable, but it's not by much. Let me go ahead and refund it. All right, bet. Let's actually, I'll leave it like this. That way you guys can get an idea. Because there's something up in the tree here. Where was it? Somebody had something. Ah, this right here. 60% reduced skill effect duration and 10% increased cooldown recovery rate. So basically, reducing the duration to make it so that time of need hits more often, and also make it so that certain moves like Earthquake detonate quicker. I was actually watching a video on that, and they were kind of talking about it, and I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah, there's the ability to kind of lower your duration, but that's not what we're going to be talking about here. But you can move some points around if you needed to. So basically what I'm doing now is essentially showing you, okay, with just this from the control metamorphosis diamond. So remember, it's very small ring. So just with this, now you also want to get one that doesn't, you know, crazy kill your defenses and chaos resistance, but mine only does -11 and -3. We have 1% chance to block. Of course, we need that because of the 75% increase in damage. That's more than this note right here, which basically says 60% increased damage against enemies with fully broken armor. This is better than that, and it's only cost me one point, whereas this one cost me 3. That's the reason why I didn't go this way. But break 30% increased armor, break 30% increased armor. I don't know if you can, like, okay, fully break makes me think that you're gonna break them for fully break their armor, like fully break it. So doing a 30% increased armor break when you fully break them on Devastate, I'm not sure how that tech interacts. I still have to do some research with that. But in any event, with this, if I just populate the ones that are in the circle and nothing else, and of course there's a 7% block chance here, but I think I'm block capped as of right now. Let me see. Yeah, I'm block capped. So just from these 4 points, you have 2,400 on your energy shield, which for most people, that's probably enough. So that's 2,400 plus 4,200. So you're looking at what, 6,600, 6,700, almost 6,800. So let's say 7,000 health between these two, depending on the character and how much strength. Like some people may run this and may end up with more life than me. A lot of people do have more life than me. So if that's the case, then yeah, you're looking at about 7,000 health. And so if that's what you're looking at, then that's probably enough for most situations. You know, I kind of like the idea of having 8,000 health. I thought it was pretty sweet. But at the end of the day, you know, my energy shield recharge rate is at 542, which is a little low, I mean, compared to what it was. But basically, it just means that it recharges in 4 to 5 seconds. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, this gives me 4 points back, and I need a little bit more damage. That would be really nice because it'll help me boss a little bit more. But then I was looking at my nodes, man. I'm like, okay, well, where would I put this damage? Like, I can't find a good place to put that damage. Like, of course, you can come over here and be like, okay, 20% more damage against heavy stun enemies with maces. That's really nice. Plus the stun buildup is nice, I thought. And then this is nice too. It's just, is this good or is this good? 40% more damage against heavy stun enemies. So I was like, okay, well, if I get the two that have more damage against heavy stun enemies, that will make me do more damage, apparently. I don't know if this is actually better than you know, the 1% chance to block and things of that nature. So I was thinking that maybe I can go without all of that energy shield, because I mean, maybe I don't need 8,000, maybe 2,500 is pretty good, and then put my points elsewhere. So it gives me free 4 points to figure out. Like, for example, this is pretty good too. If I can get to this Blood Rush, 6% increased skill speed and 6% of skill mana cost converted to life, no one cares. But the 4% skill speed and the 4% increased skill speed, that's nice. Or where I was, which is Revenge, increased attack speed if you've been hit recently. These are all nice. So there's a lot of things that you can go for. Like, for example, here, stun buildup for 15% increased area effect if you have stunned an enemy recently. That's cool. You can also go for the jewel socket for that one. That's also an option. You can go jewel socket and then here and change this to something else with the you know, the control area. I forgot what they're called. It's like some Val Conqueror type thing, and you can make that into something that may be pretty cool. And then of course over here you can go for this as well, but this is only on my second tree that I can actually go for this. So you know, there's a lot of things that I don't have any points here. I just realized I didn't have any points there. My bad. I should have had points there. I think I took a point here. Maybe I put too many points in there, because that would be the best. I guess so. My bad. So increased area of effect for attacks is what this is. I was actually coming all the way down here with it. Increased melee damage with hits at close range, melee damage with hits, that kind of thing. But this is also really good. So I kind of just want, I want this increased armor and increased energy shield from equipped body armor. But I mean, is it worth, you know, the points to get there? The 1, 2, 3 points to get there? You know, that's debatable. It really kind of depends on what we're talking about and who you are and everything. This is how I had 3,200 in the first place, is because I had my points here. But, you know, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, you know, do I really want to sacrifice all those points just for, well, okay, to be fair, if we hit this, so we're at 4,200 and 2,500. If we were to add that, we would be at 4,200 and 2,700. So every time you do that, you add 200 more energy shield, which is good, but this is also good. You know what I mean? So running this seems like it's probably the sweeter spot. And then it gives me some free points. I can go here. That's probably one of the best options, to go for increased melee damage and then 40% increased melee damage with hits at close range, as opposed to trying to get down here for this, because that requires 3 points. You can go for the extra attack speed here as well. So just trying to figure it out, because there's so many options you can kind of go for, but you're kind of limited because there's just not a whole lot left. You know, to get here, it takes a ton of points. You would have to lose the points that are here to get here, but this is better than this, as I found out. But maybe, you know, if you're willing to do that, then, you know, get rid of this attack speed. But you still need to get down here for the block chance, obviously, because this is the best thing you can have when it comes to increased damage compared to everything on this tree. I'm not sure how more damage versus additive damage versus multiplicative damage really compares with each other. So there is that. So that may have made me, my tennis ball fell. That may have made me a little bit weaker, because what I'm noticing is sometimes these bosses be surviving. And we can't have that. Then I actually have to show that I can play the game. We can't do that. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think what I was actually thinking about doing was testing out surprising strength, 40% more damage against heavy stunned enemies, trying to go for that to see exactly how that fares against the boss, and then using my shield to kind of protect me. You know what I mean? So it may bring my health down to like 3,700, but my shield would also be around the same, is the way I was looking at it, and kind of going that route. I may still do it. Let me see. I mean, because there's only one way to really test it, to see how strong it really is. Because the way I look at his tree, his specialization tree, I think they all suck. Every last one he has is terrible. From my personal opinion, like the 50% increase effect of small passive nodes, this is cool, but when you look at it, okay, it gives you an extra, like, you know, 30, 40 strength, and it gives you maybe, you know, 20 to 30% increase in damage. And it's like, okay, I can get that from the tree. You know what I mean? I can get that from gear. It doesn't really help you a whole lot. So none of his stuff is really all that great. Like, for example, 50% more armor from equipped body armor, that sucks. 20% increased armor, it sucks, because armor sucks. And it's not that, you know, even if they buff armor, I still don't know if that's really a good node. Like bro, like you had to understand, like Cyclone Slayer, bro, he had nodes that made it so he could continuously leech. Like, the dude had crazy specializations that were worth it. His aren't really worth it. Carry a chest which adds 20 inventory slots. That's like your best one. More inventory space. That's your best slot. So, you know, and then this one here, slam skills you use yourself cause aftershocks. Well, that's cool. It's just that, you know, you're already sitting at about 50% on aftershocks, and this gives you to 70 or 75%, especially like for things like Stampede. But Stampede, I kind of worry about myself as well, because, you know, the moment you start going against people with that are armored and stuff like that, you're changing into fire infusion. So it's like, okay, well, you don't really, you know, if you can't explode their armor, then it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And then you have this one here, which is ancestral empowerment. And this right here says every second slam you use yourself is ancestrally boosted. That's cool, but you can't keep up with this. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like timing it like, okay, this one's boosted, this one's boosted. It doesn't work that way. So I don't know. It's not ideal. And then your hits are crushing blows. I can't remember the last time I saw someone with the little dot over their head letting me know that I can be crushing blow. Like, it doesn't happen now that often. Either they die or they don't, and I have to kill them in other means like Sunder. So you just don't see it all that often anymore. So what's the point of crushing blow? And then you have 40% more damage against heavy stun enemies. And that's the only real one. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should try that. But I like the 15% more health. That's cool. But that's the only reason why this is cool is because there's no more health nodes. Back in the day, there used to be a health node right here that was like 8,000 health. And if you didn't have this health node, you didn't have any health. But now it's literally just sitting in the tree. And so that's the only one that's really worth it. All these other ones aren't really worth it. Like, matter of fact, like some of these ones, like for this one here, I've tried removing that to see how much, but you lose strength as well just to get here. So it's not exactly all that worth it. What's worth it is to kind of remove this one, remove that one, and then put it in more damage to see how much bossing damage it does. But I don't know. I'm still trying to debate. I don't know if it's really worth it. But I say all that to say, I don't really like how much damage he's really getting at, but his defense though, his defense is solid. So there's some few things that I've changed, and you know what, let's just move these points here. That way we just have them. All right, so he's a little bit lower on his energy shield, but that's okay because there's something that I learned. So with him, okay, so his energy shield, right? His energy shield had a really nice recharge rate. In the last video, he was at 3,200, right? So, and his energy shield recharge rate was at 800, which was really good, which means that it recharged in 4 seconds. The problem is he had no way to regenerate his energy shield on his own. And so I was like, okay, well, it would be nice if I can get it through leech like we were talking about. Well, I don't have leech, and he's kind of slow for that. You know what I mean? He's not like spinning continuously, constantly leeching. That's not exactly what's happening. So what I did was I was looking here, and let me just grab a low level. Let me grab a 15. I think I have a 15. All right, cool. So I was looking at him, looking at his, the character, and this is something I didn't mention in the last video, but essentially, like, for example, Herald of Ash. Okay, so when active enemies use sufficiently overkill with attacks will cause an explosion that ignites nearby enemies based on the overkill damage dealt. Well, this isn't exactly all that great. I mean, it gives you ignite and fire, so if you decide to go fire infusion, it can be useful, but it's not the greatest in the world, you know what I mean? For what it costs, which is 30 spirit. Ignite surrounding enemies if overkill damage is at least 20% of enemies' life, maximum life. You know, if they're armored, or they're heavily armored, or if they have higher health, or if they have high armor, evasion, and energy shield, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna explode them like that. Not for 20% of the enemy's health, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, ignite surrounding enemies if overkill damage is at least 2% of, minus 2% of enemies' maximum life. That's much better. So, you know, with the additional effects, it can be all right, but Herald of Ash isn't really all that great. Magma Barrier, this is terrible, because you have to wait for, it's basically a Wobbuffet. If anybody who knows who Wobbuffet is, or Clara, any of these characters that basically counterattack, you're waiting for them to hit you so you can counterattack and hit them with Magma Barrier. I don't like that. Even if you increase the duration, it's still very short. It's like 1 second, and I don't have time for that. You basically run up to them, wait for them to hit you, block, you hit them back. I don't like that. Unless it was triggered on block. If there was a way to trigger this on block, it'd be sweet. Like like a dodge roll. Like, for example, if I think it was like Ranger. It was a Ranger. Mercenary? Let me see. Okay, like cast on crit, these kind of things, these cast ons. So if there was a cast on block with Magma Barrier, that would be pretty sweet, right? But there's no cast on block. So, and then Scavenge Plating. Scavenge Plating falls off because what we have currently is an energy shield whose energy shield recharge rate is based on the increases and decreases of armor in our tree. This isn't exactly great because in the game, when you start increasing your armor, it doesn't increase your energy shield. nor does it recover it or anything. So your armor gets bigger, get higher and higher. So you might get 6% more armor because of scavenge plating, but that won't actually increase the energy shield. And that's a problem. I haven't looked at the additional. Okay, so the additional effect is more scavenge plating. So this doesn't help at all. So this makes you have more armor, but energy shield is your problem because you want energy shield, not armor, because energy shield protects you from AoE and armor doesn't. It kind of does, but it's not great, right? So you really want something that can reheal your energy shield so you're not waiting. Like, okay, if I didn't have any energy shield, you know what I do? I teleport, well, I wouldn't teleport forward. I teleport back and then I'd sit here, right, with my shield up and wait for my energy shield to recharge. There's nothing wrong with this, okay? This is probably one of the best ways to get your energy shield back. So, you're fighting, you know, Sunder, whatever. And then you teleport away and then you kind of hold up your shield because whenever you teleport while holding your shield. So you can still hold your shield and get the heck out the way. And this will help you get your energy shield back while you're kind of protecting yourself. So that is a great way. But the second way, because all of his spirit abilities suck, except for one, right? The only one that's really good is Time of Need. Overwhelming Presence is cool, and it increases their elemental ailment threshold. You don't really do a whole lot of ailments. Maybe you could do Bleed or Fire for Ignite, but those are pretty much your limit, right? But enemies in your presence have 22% reduced stun threshold. That's still not enough to stun them in one hit. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna do a test where I turn on every single stun buildup that you possibly can and have overwhelming presence to see if I can actually stun in one hit some of the mobs that you get on regular maps whenever you alchemy it, and now you have 288,000% increased stun buildup. I want to see if this works, because if it doesn't, what's the point? It has no purpose. There's no point in having it. So overwhelming presence is probably trash, but it feels like trash the moment they have a stun buildup that is so high you can't actually stun them. Berserk is cool if you actually run Rage, but I don't have any points available to give to Rage, so I don't run it. And then last one is Dread Banner. And I don't like Dread Banner at all. This is the same Dread Banner that I'm used to, where you carry around a flag and it increases your movement speed and stuff. That's not what this is. This is like more aura and valor, and then it grants more stun threshold and elemental ailment resistance. So basically you would have to run Overwhelming Presence and Dread Banner in order to build up enough stun threshold and lower their stun threshold so you can actually stun explode them. I don't really like that. I don't really like these two because there's no guarantee that it will do that, right? There's no guarantee that if you stampede them and you slam on them that it will automatically create the armor explosion, which you want. So that's the reason why I thought all of these were trash. The only one that's great, of course, is Time of Need. Time of Need is excellent. So we don't have any problems with Time of Need. Time of Need isn't our problem. The problem is all of these are really bad. And then I was like, okay, well, what does other classes have? And then I read it at Grim Feast. Grim Feast says, Grim Remnants recover 112 energy shield, 50% chance to spawn a remnant when an enemy or reviving minion dies in your presence. What do? We kill things very, very fast. So, well, not very fast, but at a decent speed. we'll call it that. We kill at a decent speed. So with Grim Feast, we can essentially use the souls of our fallen ancestors and the souls of the fallen dead in order to heal our energy shield, which is, of course, exactly what we want, because we can't leech it, right? Because you might not get leech in your weapon, you may not get leech in your ring, and you might not get leech in your gloves. So if you don't get leech, this is the best way to do it. And I was like, okay, and it only requires 30 spirit, and look at the intelligence requirement. It doesn't require much because this is level 4. So you can get this at level 4. I just happen to have a ton of intelligence. So basically you just put this at the same level as Blink, which was 133. So basically level 14, and then this right here, level 14, and you're good. It's just that mine just happens to have a little bit more intelligence, which I'll take away, of course, eventually. I just wasn't in any hurry. But what this does is it gives you a really nice cushion. So we'll try to run, let's go ahead and try to, why is my health so low? Oh, so let's go ahead and try to run something with this shield the way it is, and with melee damage and everything like that. So let's see what we get. Let me find a map. I think I already had one on me. Oh no, I guess not. I put it up. All right, so let's go ahead and run one real quick here. This looks good. Rare monsters have additional modifier. I'm down. Let me get some, what's it called? Paranoia. Let's juice the crap out of it. Yeah, paranoia. Paranoia gives you more rare mobs. Distilled paranoia right here. Man, I have some exalts. Let's get 3 to, what is that, 17? Hey, look at you, look at you, look at you. All right, bet. And let's put that up. And let's do it. So we're just gonna juice the crap out of this map and see what we get. All right, so 45% increased number of rare monsters. And it already has rare monsters have 1 additional modifier. So let's instill this map. And let's also go ahead and corrupt it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't go 14 on us and just, you know, make everything we did invalidate it. No, it changed everything though. So let's see, we got gold. We have 20% and 28% increased number of monster packs. That's nice. Area has patch of shocked ground. Monsters deal damage that's extra lightning, freeze buildup, ignite chance, shock chance. And then rare monsters have 1 additional modifier. And then also 45% increase rare monsters. This is kind of like, okay, so they can still be exploded. So that's not a valid test, right? Because we want to kind of stun buildup. But this is a really good map. So let's go ahead and run it. And I had the perfect place. It was like, I think I was right here. Yeah. Yeah, this one's sweet. And then that one is the boss one. So we'll do both. All right. So this is a level 81 place. So let's see how we do. And let's watch our shield. All right, let me get ready here. All right. P-charge our Stampede. You know how we go. All right, the guy's here. Whatever his name is. I took off Infernal Cry. Still with some of these big guys, man. Oh, okay. So you see, like, they're dropping these little blue things, these blue orb things, and you can kind of pick those up and those heal your energy strength. I like that. Where'd he go? Oh, okay. Anybody see a boss? Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, homie? I'll take that. Ooh. Where'd he go? You're the reason I have teleport. You personally, sir. It's done. Him. He's the reason why I have teleport. Every time I got ready to sunder, he would teleport. And now I can teleport too. He's the reason. So if you ever want to know why we have teleport as tanks now, it's because of him. Just blame him for everything. Tier 12 map, I'm not really, I mean, I don't really run tier 12 maps unless they have like some crazy modifiers on it, but you know, why not? I'll take it, it's free. See, we can get on up out of there. Ugh. I need more time. That's the only thing. Like sometimes if you're slowed like this right here, debuff inflicts, oh, well, that's not that one. But if you have anything that kind of slows you, it kind of stops you from doing your teleport, because like you might be in the middle of a roll because his actions take so long. And so you might try to teleport and you'll dodge roll instead. Not that that's bad, because the other classes don't have both. Oh, hey, look at that, a bubble boy. And get the heck away. Blow him up. Oh my God. So basically there's a delay on my hit. So whenever I roll back, I try to teleport, but you see how he tried to do a roll instead? Because there's too much stuff in the way. There's no movement here. So if I try to, so basically what happens is if you try to teleport to a place you can't teleport to, it does that. It does an almost dodge roll because it was like, okay, I can't take you where you want to go. So basically you run into that a lot when you are in close quarters, and that's what's happening. So basically they're taking your teleport away. Not that it's that big a deal. All right, I'm pretty sure that's the boss. See how good our shield is now? It's nice. Oh wow. I say that and then that happens.
I can't yet.
Okay. So that's what's good about him. So now he has shields. He has recovery. Ooh, my bad. I didn't know I was fighting the boss. Can you please hit him again? Sorry, I can't see. Okay. Very hard to see.
You won't escape.
And talk. See what else they got over here. Got any toys? No? Okay. All right, cool. So our shield is kind of, ooh, I don't even know what's hitting me. Okay, let's stop that. And let's stop that. They keep stunning me out of my stampede. Okay, so it gives you nice little bumps of health or energy shield. It gives you about like 150 per. So it's really nice. And it kind of keeps you alive. Well, I mean, it's not like you die if you lose your energy shield, so it's not like it's the end of the world, but it's still really nice. It's better than nothing. It's better than what I had, and it didn't cost me anything. It cost me scavenge plating, you know what I mean? Which isn't really saying much because it's scavenge plating. And armor's just not great right now. Though I can't remember if there was a time where it was just like the best thing ever, but I mean, I've always had a situation where I've gone after energy shields as opposed to just letting everything hit my health. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. Bow. All right, let's see what we can find here. Probably not the best stage for anybody who can teleport. Because you see it keeps stunning me? All right, fine. If they stun you, teleport. Get back, get some space so that you can get a charge in. Because like, if you're right up on them and they're hitting you so hard you can't do anything, then the best way to fix that is to just, you know, teleport back, get a head of steam, and then just go. Okay, this is being silly. I didn't think that thing was gonna go off before I did that. Ooh. All right. So, you know, I'm still trying to debate on whether or not I have enough. I don't know if I do. Energy shield is what I'm referring to. I think he has a good amount. Like, I'm not really pressured here. It's just that I'm also talking. I'm not really paying attention and I can't see. So, you know, it's one of those kind of things. But, is that good? It's not great. And is this good? I don't care. All right, let me just get rid of this crap. T12 max mana. I'm so tired of seeing T12 max manas. Okay, I don't know why I have that. Okay, trash. All right, so let's move all this stuff out the way. And I do have a decent amount of rare find. It's not a crazy amount, but it's okay. It's something that I wouldn't be offended at. So I'm not sure what that turns into, but I'll keep that just because. And the rest of this I don't really care about. Like, I get that it has mana, but I don't really care. I don't even want to go through the trouble it takes just to get it or to sell it. All right, so we'll grab this, this, and this. All right, bet. Let's run a little bit more. Yeah, so Grim Feast is really nice. It basically allows you to keep your energy shield up in the event that you're kind of in the fray and everybody kind of explodes and now all you have is energy shield. Pick up all the energy shield and keep it going. You know what I mean? That's what's so nice about it. And that part I do like. Really? Stop. I don't really even know if that actually is supposed to hurt me. That roly-poly thing. I don't know if it even takes damage at this point. Oh no. Oh, what happened? Clearly I'm sitting in something. Look at you with teleport. See, the problem with Tank is everybody had teleport but him. He was the only one. Every rare can teleport but him. So now the sides have evened and now we all can teleport.
You won't escape.
But clearly I was standing in something. For it to do that to me, I was probably standing in something. Iron Rune, always great. Free Exalt, why not? It's like finding a quarter on the ground. Okay, and let me, I wasn't trying to hit the map. What I was trying to do is show you guys, for anybody just joining me, show. Okay, so this is level 81 with all of this. So basically we corrupted the crap out of it. So it's completely juice. It is +2 to the monster level area. So this is 83. This is about as high as you can get, bro. So this is a level 83 map. This isn't a level 80 or a level 79. This isn't a level 75. We're at the top tier and we're playing with it. Like, we're just playing around. We're talking, we're chatting, we're having a good time, we're teleporting in and out. And we can do that because of how strong we are. That goes to show you just how powerful Energy Shield is. And now we have a way to heal it with Grim Feast. This is stupid. Like you would never be able to tap dance like this in a high level map as a Titan warrior. Well, okay. Now, to be fair, none of this says stun buildup. So there is that. But even with that, you still are really good. So you're not really weak to anything. You're not weak to slow people because you can just teleport away. You're not weak to being slowed because you can teleport, you have shield charge, you have roll, you have teleport, you have everything. So you have everything that you can possibly have. You have all of the movement, even though you're slow. So now you can get in, you can get out, you can dodge, you can teleport, you can go this way, you can go that way. The only thing that's restricting you is the fact that these corridors are really small. But outside of that, it's really great. So I'm liking where he is on his defense. I think he has enough to you know, push any type of end game. They already beat the map. There's only 50 monsters left. And they still ain't told me nothing. Okay. Clearly he's one of them. Oh, I was about to blow you up, bro. These guys clearly have more increased stun buildup. Or not stun buildup, but they could stun me. Oh. You see all that stuff? Now you can teleport back. Okay. That's what we're doing today. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, okay. He was off the map. I couldn't hit him. Okay. Okay, relax, relax. All right, that's a little different, but whatever. Not really threatened, just more of annoyed, really. So now, if you want to cover a long distance so that you can charge up, you can do that. You can go like that and then charge. Because you can't make that ground back, right? So you can do that kind of thing, which is really nice. Because you got to think about it. How would you do it the previous way? Roll, roll, and roll back again. I like the movement, man. The movement's nice now. This map is huge.
You won't escape.
This map needs some Ozempic or something. It's way too big, bro. Oh my God. Do you know there's more to this map? Oh, there's another room. Okay. All right, let's see if we can speed through this and try to find everybody because they're not showing us anything. Oh, there's one right here. Obi said no. He said stun. What you doing, stun? But now, even when people stun you out of your stuff, it's really not that bad. It's more so kind of annoying than anything. And you got to get more distance on them. You know what I mean? Oh, yes. Lightning. Okay. Whatever. So, I mean, if he has that much room and he's not even close to you, I mean, you know, just take care of it. Okay. Clearly, you taking up all that space is kind of silly. All right. Oh, there's one more boss. All right. There we go. Goodness gracious. It only took 30 minutes. Come on closer. Come on over. Come on over, baby. See, I mean,
I've no more room.
Omen shield, whatever. Stop stunning me. I promise he's not that slow. He's just getting stunned 24/7. Do they have increased stun? Rare shocked. I guess because I'm shocked. And that's what's doing it, because it's driving me crazy. Not in a bad way, it's just kind of annoying. But not that big a deal. You kind of have enough shield to do everything that you need, and then you have some extra points to move around. So it's like a extra 2 to 3 points to play around with if you're on this build. So I put it here instead of putting it all through here. Put it all through here is really nice. I don't know if I'll go back to it. It's nice, but at the same time, I don't really feel pressured. Like, as soon as I got Energy Shield and then I got Grim Feast, I don't really feel pressured. So now, if we look at our skills or whatever, Grim Feast doesn't have anything on it. There's a reason for it. It's because everything is on time of need. And so precision, fast forward, as well as cannibalism is all on time of need. You need either cannibalism or you need the 1% regeneration. I use cannibalism because it basically heals you every time you kill an enemy, and you kill an enemy all the time. So time of need is still time of need. It still does its thing. And time of need is actually on weapon skill 1 and 2. Or I'm sorry, it's on weapon skill 1. There's no point in putting it on 2. But Grim Feast, on the other hand, it's on both. So there's no reason to not have it on both, because Blink takes 60 spirit and Grim Feast takes 30. So Blink doesn't, like, I don't have anything on it that makes it take more spirit that it already does. And then I have Grim Feast on both. And I would rather have Grim Feast 100 times to 1 than Scavenge Plating, or whatever it's called. It's so much better. And I would rather Scavenge Energy Shield than Scavenge Armor that doesn't affect my Energy Shield at all. And so, yeah. that's pretty much it. Did I get everything?
Speak.
You're not great. You're not great. You're not great. You're terrible. No speed. No. Well, that's a pretty quarterstaff, but I'm gonna guarantee no one uses it. If I found it, no one uses it. That's best way I figured that out. But I do have this little vault to hold everything, but you know, you don't really get in a whole lot. When I run things like getting the simulacrum splinters, this is what I used to do. I used to sell these kind of like a 1-to-1 for the exalts until I found the whole going to the ultimatum, and we'll actually go there for this stream, and that way you can kind of get an idea of just how much energy shield he has. If 2500 is enough, I think it is. I think it's enough for most things. Now I think that most sorks run a little bit higher total. They run like 7,000 to 8,000 energy shields, so like they're pretty tanky when it comes to their energy shield. Their health is 1, of course, but their energy shield is around 7,000 to 8,000. We were at 4 and 4, you know what I mean? So I think they got us a little bit, but at the same time, you might want the points back. So, you know, it is what it is. Did I already beat this, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah, I already beat it. Beat it, killed all the bosses. Got a lot of simulacrum splinters. How do you say that? I guess that's how you say it. All right, bet. So let's put all this stuff up. We'll run an ultimatum and we'll kind of call it. Because I do like Grim Feast. I think Grim Feast is kind of that missing link, especially if you don't have Leech. Grim Feast is where it's at. And Grim Feast you get so early in the game. Grim Feast you get whatever level 6 gem is. It's like way down here. So you get it super early. At level 6 spirit gem, and you can Grim Feast, I believe. Yeah. So it's at level 6 you can do it. And it only requires 43 intelligence at level 6. And you can basically just run Grim Feast. And so you get so this is at level 18. Okay, cool. So you can get Grim Feast crazy early in the game. But the problem is you don't get the helm at Xeri's Disdain until like level 40. So at Xeri's Disdain you get at level 40, and it requires 74 intelligence, and you won't have that at early levels. You'll just have strength. So until you can get at Xeri's Disdain, there's not really a point to it. But at Xeri's Disdain is what gives you the energy shield, and then you run Grim Feast to finish it off. So that's what I pretty much learned here, and this can go away. And what we'll do is we'll just run an ultimatum, and just so you can get an idea of how good Grim Feast is really nice for him now. And it's so much better than just about anything else he can pick. I think I already have an ultimatum on me. Yeah, I do. I always have an ultimatum on me. But yeah, that was the hardest, or one of the hardest maps you can run. So basically completely juiced out with rares and the whole 9 with Distilled Paranoia. You know what? Because it has Distilled Paranoia, I kind of want to go back and finish it. Because what they do is, even though you beat the map, there's still maybe a rare or 2. So we'll just go ahead and explore the rest of the map real quick. It won't take none but a second. We'll just teleport around. Okay. Just to make sure we didn't miss any crazy packs. Okay, I know that's done. Alrighty, let's go down here. Make sure we get this. Oh, hey, uncut skill gem, level 18. You only have 47 of them. No, I think we got everything. Oh, well, I'll take that back. There's some stuff up here. I said I was going to teleport around, and I didn't even do that. Goes to show you how used to walking I am on Titans. Oh, you can teleport now? Oh, okay, I'll still walk. I'm so used to it. Oh, my. Who gave you an energy shield, bro? He's nice. So, you know, I was playing stupid, obviously, because I just wanted to see what he can do to me. And he can hit pretty hard. but you have a really nice cushion. So, you know, in order to kill you, they would have to go through all your energy shield and all your health. And that is a lot of health. So I mean, even if I'm standing in something and he hits me with his strongest attack, I'm still sitting at around, you know, 60%, and I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I just heal up, and, you know, I can flip back and hold up my shield until my energy shield is back, or I can kill him, whichever one. Or I can hide behind my shield wall, which is what I did, you know. Or I can blink out of it. You know, there's so many different options you now have now. He's very, very versatile. And I think, I don't know, I'm not sure if 2500 is a sweet spot, but I think it's getting close. And that's for a, what was it? 82 level? 83? Something like that. It is 81 and then +2 to monster level of area. So 83. So it's a level 83 map, fully buffed with all the essentials and the rare mobs and everything like that. So yeah, pretty good map. Give us everything we needed just to see how good he can be. He doesn't have a problem with mapping anymore. Mapping isn't really his problem because he has dodge, and now he also has teleport, and now he has Grim Feast. And I think he's starting to really come around. I don't really think there's anything that can rattle him anymore. Bubble boys are not a problem. All right, so let's run this real quick and we'll call it a day. Do I have a level 80? Probably not. We'll go ahead and open that up.
A man of two worlds comes to face the ultimate test.
And we'll go ahead and identify that. And it's trash. It's trash, but I'll just hold on to it because I don't have a place to put it. Runes right here, and we'll just throw this anywhere. It don't matter. All right, just trying to make some room. Oh, also my my rarity to item find is like 80%. Let's see. Shield wall. Oh, 44%. Well, that's pretty low. It's 18 and 7 is 25, and then 45, and then 65. Okay, so 64%. It's not crazy high because I was like, I'd rather have the ability to have the energy shield than anything. And if it's 20%, like I do have helms that have like 50 and 60% energy shield. I just don't go for them. Alrighty. None of these monsters here are really gonna test me. At least they shouldn't.
You won't escape.
Make sure we get everybody there. Yeah, you see him eat that, and basically it didn't do anything. Hey, rare. Uh-oh. Thank you. Bye. You know, so, you know, I don't know how I feel about the whole stun situation. I just, like, when you think about everybody else's abilities, right? When you think about code and all that kind of stuff, it's just rare that you have an ability that they want to introduce and then every map in the game, like, takes you out of it. Every map in the game is like armored. Every map in the game is like high health. Every map in the game is like increased stun threshold. And it's just, it's weird, man. I think that he will probably end up getting buffed more than anyone else and probably get over buffed because of just how bad it is to play stun. It's just, it's not fun because 9 times out of 10, they're resistant. Have you tried to play Trial Master? I don't care how much stun you have. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, it takes a while to build up his stun meter. Everybody else is just like, it's just no point. So I don't know. It's a cool concept, you know, and it's nice to have stun because it makes Thunder, you know, crit. But outside of that, it doesn't really help against some of these mobs, you know.
You won't escape.
At the highest level, that is. At lower levels, you'll destroy them, so yeah. Let's see how quickly you get your energy shield back. Boop, boop. I like that it makes a noise whenever it's getting ready to heal you back. Just stampede over all the little ghost thingies and you're fine. I also like the way it makes him look. He has like a Grim Reaper kind of thing going on, which is kind of cool. And just stampede over all of the little circle thingies, souls, I guess. I'm not letting that hit me. There we go. Gotta kill him. I want his gear. Chaos damage does double the energy shields. Not that it matters too much. All right, and that's over. See how quick he is? How much movement he has? He's so nice. This is what he turns into for everybody who like stopped playing him at the very beginning. He turns into this. And he's very nice like this. I like it a little bit better. Like there's than like other builds like Totem and stuff like that. And Earthquake. Not that those builds are bad. It's just that he's nice like this. Like I didn't know he could be this nice. Like who ever heard of a teleporting tank? You know what I mean? Think back to any game you've ever played. Tanks don't teleport. Even in Star Wars: The Old Republic, when you had a tank that was a Sith Inquisitor, he wasn't teleporting. So it's very rare to have something like that. Can't have you jumping on me. That's a bit much. Oh, there's nothing over here. Get him. Oh, I might as well go up then. I like wait to see what comes out of these elevators to see if they're a rare mob. If it's not a rare, I'll just go. Usually you would hold your shield up, you put down a shield wall, but I mean, I'm not exactly afraid of him. There's a lot of ways you can play it now. He's not just a sitting duck anymore, you know what I mean? Which makes him overall just a more entertaining character to play with. Like he's fun now. Hi. And it's always nice to teleport behind. Saw that? I love that. Okay, really? That's enough to stun me? So the roll back and then sunder is nice. His movement, man, it's so nice. All right, let's do the next one.
I need more time.
All right.
This is just
I do hate whenever you run into ones that are all red and they don't really give you a whole lot of options. Like 30% to elemental resistances, that's pretty bad. But the other two are terrible. And that's not anything to write home about. That's a quick 5 exalts and that's about it. Which used to be higher, but you know, whatever. Times are tough, I get that. All right, when the bird comes up, start the hammer.
this creature be your end.
No.
Flee before me.
Roll out the way. See what I mean? Like you can see the damage. It's good. Like for example, 134 and then it hits him again. So it's good damage on its own without critting. And when it does crit, it crits for like 600. And then that's only the first hit. The second hit, they never survive. So I don't even know. I will need to test that against like Trial Master or somebody. Because he's the only one that I know of that's strong enough to actually, you know, survive it. Even the bosses, like these guys here, even when they're empowered, they still don't survive it. Let's get it going. Nobody important. Nobody. I don't like going into those. When you go into those, it can kind of bug the game a little bit. So I always kind of go around them. Don't really care about his fire. He's a normal level mob. Doesn't matter. Always roll through. Whenever you stampede, don't just sit there. you either stampede, roll through, or you stampede, roll back. But I prefer to roll through because it gets you closer to the mobs. All right, moving right on along here very nicely. Gonna go over here, see what's up.
I think you'll like this next one.
Obviously, corrupted blood.
Affects the blood.
Man, you gonna give me corrupted blood? I'm gonna take it.
Powering the monument requires souls.
All right, let's get on with it.
You won't escape!
Pow. Mittens, sure. I wasn't trying to grab the orb of augmentation. I was trying to grab the regal shard. For some reason, I'm low on them. Not exactly sure why. Come on. Where's the... Oh. I think you go invincible a little bit whenever you have that. Whenever you're putting the stone tablet in the ritual thing, I think you go invincible. For a moment of time. No rare, and no rare, so I don't care. Alright. That's sad. That's chaos damage. Does not matter. He's very nice now. You just don't die often. It's all personal preference at this point. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to go 3,000? Do you want to go 2,000? Do you want to go, you know, how far do you want to go into your energy shield? You know what I mean? You can go as far as maybe 3,200. You might can go a little further. I don't think so. I think that, you know, 3,200 is kind of your cap. 3,200, 3,500, depending on what your stats are, right? So if you can get like 4,000, your stats might be, you know, a little bit better than mine. But I don't really think that you can go much further than about 4,000 on energy shield, which I think is also enough. If you have 4,000 health and 4,000 energy shield, you're not getting murked anymore. Even if they try to whittle you down, you can teleport now. So you can't actually be overran anymore. So as soon as they start to overrun you, just teleport away. No big deal. Another one.
Lightning always strikes twice.
Strike from the heart and you're too late. I like this dragon. he's very interesting now. He pushes you away. Oh my goodness. I thought I was gonna have him. Oh my God. Will you hit him with the... Oh my God, he's not even... Okay. These things are in the way. Where are you going off to now? I'm making him destroy me. I need to chill.
I'm not ready.
Oh, goodness gracious. That was way harder than it needed to be. He teleported away so far. I don't know. It was a blur. I don't know exactly what happened. Okay, let's see. He flew away. I thought he was going to fly low, so I went low, but he went mid. And then I tried to get to him, and his stun meter was kind of high, but I had thought that I would be able to aftershock, but he didn't aftershock, and so I took the full brunt of his cold breath, and I almost died. But I survived it, which shouldn't happen, but it will happen if you have energy shield. So survived that, but then I had lost all my potions, and then I had to start playing him a little bit more defensively. Then I ended up breaking his shield right after that, but I was already frozen, so I couldn't actually hit him with the Sunder because I was already too slow. Then he left. Then he went to the bottom floor, but he was too far away for me to get to him before he started to leave. I started to just regular fight him, and then he flew away. I thought he was gonna go up to the top. He went mid again. Those are one of them fights you want to just erase from your memory. But I mean, you get the idea. He tanked a cold breath from a boss and survived it. So I mean, if that's not the best kind of understanding of exactly what he has now, is I don't know what is. You know, that's really good. You just don't see that often. Because if I just had my regular health, I'd be dead. For sure. For sure. I would even try that if I had my regular health. I know one thing. I am tired of being stunned. I feel like I want to go back into my tree and get stunned back. Because it's getting kind of annoying. I didn't think it would matter because I had so much energy shield and stuff, but it does matter. They stun me easily. Even these mobs stun me. So I'm not sure if I want to give like a ton of points towards it, but I do, like, for example, this guy right here, which is only on when I have my shield up. But basically, 50% of base armor from equipment also adds a stun threshold. I think I need it. I think you really, really need it. If not, everybody and their mama gonna stun you. I got random mobs that'll walk up to me and stun me. It's just that my defense is so high right now, it doesn't matter. But it's still pretty annoying. I don't even have any buffs. I'm just beating y'all with raw physical damage. All right, let's do this.
Escort the idol.
Okay. Aftershock, aftershocking. I would like this to actually deal a ton more damage. There's a unique that allows you to use the same gem slots or the same gems in 2 different skills. I may go for that. I think that would be really useful. So they both run brutality kind of thing. Oh, come on. Ain't got all day. If Ruin is on you and you're doing this, just hold your shield up. Alrighty, any day now. So when you're doing the escort mission, always kill the mobs first. It makes things nice and quiet and peaceful. And then as these come out, you just kind of kill them. Premeditated Sunder. Premeditated Sunder. Ugh. Come on, bro. I keep my shield up for one reason and one reason only. One, to make for the habit of it, but the real reason is because of this thing right here. Even though it doesn't deal any damage, it does take your energy shield away. For some reason. I'm not really sure why. It shouldn't, but it does. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I noticed that and it kind of irked me. Oh, for crying out loud. When you miss. There we go. All right, let's fight the bird boss at the highest tier.
I can't yet.
See like the little smoke coming from him? I think that was really cool.
I can practically
Oh.
see your ego sweat.
No rare monsters, but I'll take it. Alrighty.
I suggest you aim for the head.
Flip back. Oh, Deadly Fate. Thank you so much. Appreciate the income, bruh. Gotta love the Deadly Fate. That's a free 25 exalts. Not that it not that it matters too much, because I think one divine is like 8,000 exalts these days. Okay, all our fault, but still, I mean, it's still nice to have. Aw, I thought it was gonna be a Nascapa. I was hoping for one. Oh well. It is what it is. And as usual, everything sucks. Does that suck? Yeah, it's pretty bad. And everything else sucks, but for different reasons. That doesn't have any speed on it, so it sucks. And none of them have sockets, so it don't really matter. Okay, let's sell this, make a little profit, and call it a day. So yeah, Ultimatum's still pretty profitable. There's a few things I still need to work out when it comes to his damage. I think his damage is high, on the verge of very high, but then when I see some of these bosses that you fight towards the end and they got like 20 million health, you know how many times you have to stun this guy in order for you to actually hit him properly? A lot. So I don't really know if that really is, you know, the way to go about it, you know what I mean? So it's like when you think about it, you see how much health they have, and it's like, man, I'm not about to sit here and stun you 87 times just so I can kill you. Like, that's a bit much, you know what I mean? So do a currency exchange. Grab this. All right, 1 to 6. You think that's good until you realize the price of divine orbs now, man. It is a travesty. Whoever did this is a horrible person, man. Whoever is the reason behind the fact that divine orbs are like 187 exalted should be fined or something. Hold on, we'll go take a look at it real quick. Let me just sell all this crap. Oh, even the price of the deadly fate has gone down. I feel terrible. Whatever. All right, divine orb for an exalted 130. It's at 130, bro. Whenever I made that video, they were like at 60. That's so depressing. Basically, everybody has exalts now, so it's very easy for exalts to be found. So because of that, now everything else is a lot cheaper, except for divine orbs, of course, because it's kind of hard to find a divine orb in Ultimatum. But we're gonna go ahead and call it. Hope everybody have a good New Year. I wasn't gonna go for too long because, you know, New Year's and everything like that is going on, but that's gonna do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, go ahead and like button. If you really like it, go and subscribe. I love you either way. Take care, all the best, and bye. I will see you next time. Peace.